Sure, here's the text with bold emphasis on certain phrases to add emphasis. Let me know if you'd like any adjustments. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss new stories. Enjoy the listening. Connor Walsh squinted against the blinding light, his head throbbing as consciousness slowly returned. The acrid smell of burning electronics filled his nostrils. He blinked, trying to focus on his surroundings. Gone was the sterile interior of his spacecraft. Instead, lush vegetation surrounded him, a kaleidoscope of alien flora in vibrant hues he'd never seen before. "What the hell?" he muttered, pushing himself up on shaky arms. The last thing he remembered was the proximity alarm blaring as his ship careened towards an uncharted planet. Now he found himself sprawled in a small clearing, bits of wreckage scattered around him. A rustling in the nearby foliage caught his attention. Connor tensed, his hand instinctively reaching for the utility knife at his belt. "Hello?" he called out cautiously. "Is anyone there?" The rustling intensified, and suddenly Connor found himself face to face with the most breathtaking woman he'd ever seen. Her skin was a deep, shimmering sapphire blue, her eyes like liquid silver. She stood nearly as tall as him, with a lithe, athletic build that put supermodels to shame. Connor's jaw dropped. Hello," he stammered. The blue-skinned woman's eyes widened in wonder. She reached out her slender fingers, hovering inches from his face. "Azora," she whispered, her voice musical and lilting. Before Connor could respond, more movement caught his eye. To his astonishment, more women emerged from the surrounding jungle, each as stunningly beautiful as the first, but with skin tones ranging from soft lavender to rich emerald green. They stared at him with a mixture of curiosity and, was that attraction? "Ladies," Connor said, forcing a nervous chuckle, "I come in peace." The sapphire-skinned woman who'd first approached him stepped closer. "I am Azora," she said, her accent exotic but her words clear. "You are not from here." Connor nodded, still struggling to process the situation. "Connor Walsh. I'm from Earth. My ship. There was an accident." Azora's silver eyes lit up with excitement. "Earth! We have heard legends of your world." She turned to the others, speaking rapidly in a language Connor couldn't understand. The group erupted in excited chatter, several of the women moving closer to get a better look at him. A statuesque woman with skin the color of amethyst gracefully approached. "I am Violeta," she introduced herself, her gaze traveling appreciatively over Connor's form. "We have never seen a male like you before. You are most intriguing." Connor felt his cheeks flush under the intensity of their stares. "Thank you, I think. Look, I'm a bit lost here. Can someone tell me where exactly I am?" Azora nodded eagerly. "You have crash-landed on Elysium, a former pleasure colony for advanced alien races. We are the last inhabitants." She gestured to the group. "There are 30 of us in total." Connor's eyebrows shot up. 30 women and no men? Violeta laughed, a sound like tinkling crystals. "No men, not until you arrived." The implication of her words hit Connor like a ton of bricks. He was the only male on a planet full of gorgeous alien women who seemed fascinated by him. It was like something out of a teenage boy's fantasy, or a very specific type of adult film. "Right," Connor said, clearing his throat. "Well, I should probably focus on assessing the damage to my ship and figuring out how to get home." Azora's face fell slightly. "But you've only just arrived? Surely you can stay a while? We have so many questions about Earth about you." Connor hesitated. The responsible thing would be to immediately start working on repairs, but the hopeful looks on the women's faces tugged at something inside him. Plus, he had to admit he was curious about this strange world and its inhabitants. "I suppose I could stay for a bit," he conceded. "But first, is there somewhere I could clean up? The crash left me a bit worse for wear." Violeta clapped her hands excitedly. "Of course. We can show you to the bathing pools. They have remarkable healing properties." As the group led him deeper into the jungle, Connor couldn't shake the feeling that his life had just taken a very unexpected turn. He only hoped he was prepared for whatever this alien world had in store for him. The bathing pools turned out to be a series of shimmering, opalescent hot springs nestled in a secluded grotto. Steam rose from the surface, carrying an intoxicating floral scent. "These waters will rejuvenate you," Azora explained, gesturing towards the largest pool. "Please make yourself comfortable." Connor hesitated, suddenly aware of his audience. Do you bold the text?